My dream is journeying to the farthest corners of the world. There's no way our current map of the world is finished. I just know it, 'cause the world just can't possibly be this small. The map cuts off part way, but the sea still goes and goes. I'm sure there's a world out there on the other side of the sea that just hasn't been drawn on the map yet. I wonder what shape it is. Just thinking about it gets me all fired up. That's why I decided to go out and discover it for myself. The cut-off part of the map. The farthest corners of the world that no one's ever seen before. Then I'll make it. A map that shows the whole world. A world map just for me. Eureka! I decided to set off on a journey. A harsh and grueling journey to the farthest corners of the world. But everyone from my village just laughed at me, saying, "There's no way lazy little Eureka can do that." They even said, "I bet she'll come back as soon as she gets hungry." I am a tad bit lazy, but I'm also an adventurer. I won't go home until my map is complete. Besides, I have my own unique Eureka pace of doing things. As the wind blows and my spirit flows, it's okay if my progress is slow. I'll just get tired if I try to rush anyway, right? And so begins Eureka's big journey across the world. Yay! But I'm a bit tired now. So I'll start my journey with a break. I love looking at maps. Just by looking at one, a whole day will go by before I even know it. Everyone always asks me what's so fun about maps, but I just wonder why nobody else gets how great maps are. Maps are the shape of the world. You can learn how places you've never been to before look, and they're so much fun. Oh, I know. Since I'm traveling the whole world, I should write a travel diary while making my map too. I'll start right now by writing down how these snacks the innkeeper from yesterday gave me taste. They're so sweet, but they're making me a little thirsty. Time for tea. My harsh journey to the farthest corners of the world reached its final act all too soon. An army of demons suddenly appeared one day and made the whole world a mess. In the middle of ravaged landscapes were villages blanketed in flames. All you could hear from some towns were horrified screams. I was saved by some army members and brought to an evacuation shelter, so I was left unharmed. But I heard others weren't so lucky. The world's days are numbered. Day in and day out, I'd hear the same words travel across the shelter. Those words became a curse, sapping everyone's hope and energy. It was like everyone was just waiting to die. The shelter's door also remained tightly shut, so none of us were sure what was happening outside. So this is the end of the world, huh? If the whole world gets destroyed, what's gonna happen to us? I spread out my map. Maps are the shape of the world. If the world has a shape, it exists. That's why this town is gone, so it gets an X. And this village, and here, and there. There's nothing left. The map was covered in X's, to the point it was almost entirely covered in black ink. Is this the shape of the world now? Then that means this really is. No, I can't just sit around crying. The world isn't done for yet, 'cause I'm still here, and everyone else in here is too. I won't give up. I'm an adventurer. If an adventurer stops, then their journey does too. Clutching the map in my hands, I took a deep breath. This isn't the end! Everyone turned their heads in shock at my sudden shout. I don't usually like to yell, but right now I have to. The world is bigger than you think. It goes way beyond where the map cuts off. So I just know there's gotta be a place out there somewhere with no X's. I actually wasn't too sure if my words were true or not. Those places could be destroyed by demons as we head for them, or may not even exist anymore at all. But those things wouldn't change even if we stayed here. So, I'm gonna find a place with no X's. I'll find a whole new frontier just for us. Then, I stretched out my hand to the closed door of the shelter. Everyone, we're gonna take a right next. After that, all of us left the shelter behind. We're sure to run out of food eventually, so while we can all still move, we should go find a safer place to shelter. That's what we all decided together. My map had all the different routes I'd found written on it. If we keep going down these while avoiding all the X's and find a safer route, then surely... There were people who said they were scared to leave at first. And, well, it wasn't like I could guarantee we wouldn't cross paths with any demons along the way. None of us can know what might lie ahead after all. We can only find out if we go there ourselves. But rather than getting stuck in a place worrying, it's better to imagine something fun just around the bend and keep going. That's why we're all going to keep marching. Marching across the land to find out the shape of the world for ourselves, so we can keep moving forward. The adventurer Eureka's journey still has a long, long way to go.